Catus Maximus here. Just a quick review of these stainless steel ice cubes, and that's really what they are. I guess they are kind of known as whiskey cubes, but that's all they are, is they're just little laser welded stainless steel boxes. They do polish them after welding. I assume they just fill them up and then they just have like a little seam right at the top. Put that on, and either they friction weld it or laser weld it and then do polishing, so it's basically impossible to see the seams. But if we actually take a couple of them, trying to get you to hear this. You can hear they're filled with a little liquid material. That material, what I assume would be similar to, let's say, the blue pouches in this cooler pack, where it's just a material that freezes but doesn't expand quite like water does. Then, of course, thaws out. These are not going to have the same thermal capacity as ice cubes. Also, they're going to sink. Ice expands when it freezes. That's one of the reasons ice floats, is it's actually frozen water is lighter than liquid water. Amazingly enough, one of the few liquids that does that. Many actually shrink when they get colder. So, and because of the stainless steel and that's whatever gel that they're using inside, isn't going to be the same as an ice cube of this size. But these offer a distinct number of advantages besides just looking cool, because you have these stainless steel shiny ice cubes. The primary one, they don't water down whatever you're using them in. Also, because they're stainless steel, they have a variety of other uses for people with projects. They could act as thermal capacitors. You can have a bunch of these just in a liquid, and as the liquid starts to heat up, it would heat these up. And then as the liquid, say, would cool down, these would slowly release their heat and vice versa. I don't know really how good they would work in that situation, but it's a possibility just because they are stainless steel. There's another bit of convenience. I mean, they can be sanitized very well because they are stainless steel, so you can obviously use a variety of chemicals on them. And convenience. You're not filling up ice cube trays. There is, of course, one Achilles heel, or the other Achilles heel, and I did mention that earlier about them about them being denser than water. They include these little tongs, and the reason they include these tongs is because they just drop straight to the bottom of anything that has water in them, or in it. I should say anything that you drop them into, unless it's really heavy, and that's just the nature of these. It's the fact that they are going to be denser than water. So people have mentioned that if you throw a bunch in the wine glasses, you can break or crack wine glasses. Anyway, that's all the point of this video. I always wonder about these, so finally picked up a set, because they're at Home Depot, they're at World Market, they're just Ross. It's kind of one of those odd items that seems to have shows up everywhere. It does come with a fairly thick plastic case like this, which holds them. There's a variety of set sizes. It seems to be 6 is about the most common, but there are 8-piece sets, or people who are really into these can buy, for $250, you can buy, big old bulk sets of like 100 of them. So I could totally see these showing up at, fancy restaurants and bars and those types of things, just because they look neat. They're stainless steel, and you can just throw them in the washer with all the other dishes. So anyway, just a basic little review. I mean, Williams Sonoma sells these. Just thought it was cool. Stainless steel ice cubes. As far as actual ice cubes, they work okay, but they don't, have the same thermal ability as an actual ice cube. But then again, they don't water down your drink, are easily sanitized, and are kind of a neat idea. And I could see how they could have a variety of, once again, industrial uses. And at least this set, which is the Home Depot set, actually seems to be made pretty darn nice. I mean, you just absolutely cannot see the seam at all on these. So anyway, that was my review of what seems to be rebranded by a number of brands, these stainless steel ice cubes or whiskey cubes. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody who's been watching and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Until next time, Catus Maximus out.